You slept. You actually slept a full night, maybe even more than usual, and you woke up tired. Not groggy, tired. The kind that sits behind your eyes all day, makes everything feel slightly heavier than it should, and doesn't shift no matter how much coffee you drink or how early you go to bed. You've been told the fix is more sleep. But what if sleep was never the real problem? Here's what nobody explains clearly. Your brain burns energy in two completely separate ways: physical rest, which sleep handles, and mental rest, which sleep barely touches. And for most people living a modern life, it's the second kind of exhaustion that's quietly running them into the ground every single day. The first drain is decision fatigue. Your brain makes an estimated 35,000 decisions a day, most of them tiny, most of them below conscious awareness. What to reply, what to eat, what to prioritize, what to ignore, whether that message needs answering now or later. Each one costs a small amount of cognitive energy. By evening, that account is nearly empty, which is why your willpower, your patience, and your ability to think clearly all tend to collapse at almost exactly the same time every night. You're not weak, you're depleted. The second drain almost nobody talks about is emotional labor. This is the energy your brain spends performing emotions you don't actually feel, staying calm when you're frustrated, being enthusiastic when you're drained, appearing patient when you're running on nothing. Research consistently shows this kind of emotional management is cognitively expensive, often more draining than the physical tasks surrounding it. And for most people in modern workplaces, with constant messaging, constant social performance, and almost no unmonitored downtime, it never fully stops. The third drain is attention residue. Every time you switch from one task to another, your brain doesn't cleanly disconnect from the previous one. Part of your mental processing keeps running in the background, trying to resolve what was left unfinished. Check your messages in the middle of something important, and even after you close them, a portion of your cognitive capacity is still sitting in that inbox. You feel it as a kind of low-grade mental static, not quite able to fully focus on anything, not quite able to fully switch off either. And the fourth, most underrated drain is the nervous system itself. Chronic low-level threat signals, the ping of a notification, the half-opened email you keep seeing, the background awareness of things undone, keep your body's stress response running at a quiet simmer all day. Not a crisis level, just enough to prevent real recovery. Your nervous system never gets a clear signal that it's safe to fully power down, so it doesn't. Here's the part that explains why rest doesn't fix it. Lying on the couch scrolling isn't rest for any of these systems. It's a different kind of stimulation input, which means the depleted parts of your brain never actually recover. You're resting your legs while your decision-making system, your emotional regulation system, and your attention system keep running. Sleep replenishes some of this, but not all of it, because the mental exhaustion from today gets stacked on top of the mental exhaustion from yesterday, and the sleep window simply isn't long enough to process all of it. The fix isn't more sleep. It's deliberately protecting recovery time for the specific systems that are actually drained. Fewer unnecessary decisions earlier in the day, actual breaks between tasks where your attention genuinely disconnects rather than just redirects, and at least one window each day where there's no incoming input at all. Not a productivity hack, just giving the parts that are actually tired a reason to stop running. You're not lazy, you're not broken. You're running a brain that was never designed for this volume of input, this many open loops, and this much constant social performance, all at once, every day, without a real break between any of it. The tiredness makes complete sense. The only thing that didn't make sense was assuming one more night of sleep was going to fix it.